Is it working? Okay, hi guys, and welcome to another video in which I talk about life experiences. Yes, if you thought this was gonna be a Madness Project Nexus 2 video, well, you've just been bamboozled, indeed. There was a time, when I talked about those life experiences of mine relating, dating and women a few videos ago, and I decided that I would really like to try that again and really try to exercise my storytelling abilities, if I should call it that way. I've been following Critical or Penguin Zero, however you want to call him, on YouTube for a really long time, and I really like the way he's, telling his stories, and I always look up to him, and I would really like to get to that point one day. So yeah, obviously the game in the background that it's being played. I completely missed the key pressing over there. Anyway, that game is indeed Madness Project Nexus 2. So if you don't really want to hear me talk about random ramble stuff in my life, then you can just look at it and mute the sound. Additionally, if you just want to hear me and you're not interested in the game, then you can just turn on the video, put it on, minimize it, put it and do something else while you hear me ramble about some random stuff that has happened relatively recently in my life. Sorry if I have anything wrong with my voice or anything like that. I'm just a bit tired. I came back from a pretty late LAN party that happened at my university. But anyway, the story is not about that. The story is about, as you might have assumed from the title, one of the most serious and gruesome threats I've ever heard in my entire adult life, and it was directed to me, so kind of expected, I guess. So anyway, the story starts with me meeting up my one of my female friends over at my place. I assume you already noticed the formulation that I gave her, female friends, because it's different from a girlfriend. Yes, it is the girl that I've mentioned in a video before. Yes, I haven't exactly moved on from it, or I don't know how to say it. It's like whenever I try to move on, she just clutches me back in. So yeah, I mean, I'm trying to keep my possibilities open, but it's still a pretty uh uncertain situation. Let's just put it that way, uncertain situation. So anyway, she's not feeling very well. I invite her over just to have some uh Netflix and chill. Is that how I call it? Except that I don't exactly have Netflix, and we don't exactly use the metaphorical meaning of the word chill, but Netflix and chill. All right. And well, we grab pizza, we come back to my place, we eat, we watch some things on Tumblr or on YouTube. We have some fun over there. We talk. All things are going nicely, and of course, once again, we have our own known little fight. Not fight in the sense like we didn't fight, we didn't get upset at each other or anything like that. It was more like how would Garrus call this from how would Garrus from Mass Effect 2 call this full contact sparring. We sitting in bed over there and we are like going at each other's throats and trying to pin each other down and just like wrestling pretty much. And yeah, obviously I am way bigger than her. She still doesn't get this little bit of physical aspect, I guess you can call it, that the difference in size and weight between us is fucking huge, and if I want to put her down I just can with very little effort, but she still keeps fighting back. So I guess I should admire her persistence. Persistence. Anyway, so I put her down over there, and I just cannot stop myself from giving into my lustful feelings, and you know, I try to like touch her and uh, sort of kiss her. I'm not even sure what to call that. And you know, she's opposing, fighting back, whatever. I don't wanna, I don't want to stop. And then at some point it happens, and be prepared for this one. This is gonna leave you shocked. Like the moment she told me that, I just froze. I just couldn't. I couldn't move. I didn't know what to do. Basically, I didn't know if I should laugh or if I should be scared or if I should. It literally just froze me into my place right there on top of her. So, you know, as I said, I was getting at her, and she stops. You know, there's a pause. Like, time basically froze into place. Some serious firefighting going on over there in Project Nexus. Anyway, sorry for the interruption. So, you know, time freezes into place. She stops. She looks at me. And then, with a serious voice, as serious as she can manage as a much smaller girl, she says the following thing, the following threat. So, it goes on like this. If you don't leave me alone, I'm gonna pull out my tampon and I'm gonna rub it over everything you hold dear. That's ad verbatim what she said to my face right then and there. I was like, you know, perplexed is a little word compared to like what was going on through my mind over there. I couldn't. I just, you know, she fucking gave me the ultimatum, the finisher, the complete Totomeda from Duel Masters. I don't even know what to call it. It was unbelievable. Of course, after I, you know, unfroze, I fell over and started laughing. You know, it was pretty funny. She was on her period. That's a small mention about that. So the threat, she could have backed up on her threat if push came to shove, which is why I didn't want to push things further than they already went. But that was holy shit. And yeah. There were, you know, I tried to think about some sort of like solid comeback that I would have had over there, but I just couldn't on that moment have any sort of comeback. That was just too much for my poor brain and body to handle, you know. Like a week after that happened, I sort of like, after some intense thinking, I came up with a comeback that, you know, could have been very good in that scenario, you know, and saying something like, why would you want to rub your tampon over yourself? You know, that could have been good. I admit it, that could have been good, but there was no way for me to think about that comeback over there. That was just beyond anything that I could have ever imagined. So yeah, that was an interesting experience. Apart from that, it was kind of fun. You know, we did have a little bit of a workout session. She wasn't feeling quite at it, but at least she tried, you know. I showed her how I work out at my place, how I'm building up these muscles, you know, working out, pumping iron every single day for the past, I don't know, like 6 months or so. Lost a little bit of weight, but not so much. I'm still an avid eater, so that's a little bit of a problem, but yeah, I have some fun, and she also said that she enjoyed her time, so I guess things ended up about as well as you could expect, considering that she's once again a female friend. Yeah, I wish we could move things forward from that, but that's just me and my pathetic desires, right? Oh boy, these club advent maps are so annoying. I'm talking about the game in the background right now. I have to say that, you know, they've really increased the difficulty. You know, they really cripple your attack bar and your corpus if you're getting shot at from behind and from the sides. which does make sense. It's pretty realistic. So yeah, eventually I do like, you know, pull out the gun or the sword and do the old, good old blocking technique, as you saw there, that completely blew that guy away with his own bullets. It is annoying, but it seems that it's the only attack that can consistently work. Just grab a melee weapon and block every kind of bullet. Like at this point, I cannot imagine what I would do without that melee skills to deflect the bullets. Yeah, I do win this one as well. It's not really much of a contest, as you can see. They're just basically killing themselves. But anyway, this video was not about the game. As I said, it was mostly about this experience and me trying out my storytelling abilities. So let me guys know what you think about that. Let me guys know if you want to hear more of my personal stories, and I will try to bring them up whenever, you know, something interesting happens. I'm not gonna tell whatever every little pathetic action that happens in my life, like, oh, I ate an omelet this morning and it was pretty good. Yeah. So, you know, I'll try to keep it for the more interesting parts, and you know, also feedback is appreciated. Like I do realize, for example, that I've been saying, like last time, for example, I've been saying the phase "you know" very often. I even made a vlog about it, in which every time I say "you know," it gets sped up. Um, we're also having a few other ideas for that vlog, but anyway, see you guys next time with whatever I'm gonna make. Make sure you like, subscribe, and yeah. Yeah, you can enjoy the rest of the video in silence if you so please. If not, then just close it over here. I won't mind. Bye bye.
Arena victory.